What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my cheesy cheeseburger egg rolls. These are super fire. Let's get into it. I had these for the first time when I went to New York a couple years ago. I went to this brunch spot and they had these cheeseburger egg rolls, and I said, baby, I'm going to definitely go home and make these, and I did just that. No recipe needed. It's very simple. You can taste all the ingredients. So I'm just throwing this together with what I tasted. Y'all can add in whatever you think will make this better, but you can add in some bacon. You can do whatever you want to do, but this is what I had on hand, so this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to start off with 2 green bell peppers, and I'm just going to get those deconstructed real quick, get the insides out, and then I'm going to go ahead and chop them up really, really small, or as small as I can get it, honey, with my hands, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and get the onion started as well, and we're going to put this in a pot with some oil and get it all, cooked down. Now, obviously you can use other different types of bell pepper. You can use some yellow, you can use some red, you can do whatever color you want. You can add in things that you think that you might really like, but I feel like this is a fairly simple recipe. You could also add in some shredded cheese if you want to make it even more cheesy. You could add in some mozzarella, something like that. I didn't have all of that on hand, so I didn't add any extra super cheesy cheeses. I'm just gonna add in my cheese sauce, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So at this point, you guys can see me with the bell pepper. I'm just chopping it down by hand. If you want to use a little chopper situation, y'all can do that. I like to chop my stuff by hand if at all possible. I don't know why. That's just the way that I was taught to cook. I have had the little chopping things, and it just never, I don't like those. They slow me down. I feel like they get clogged, they get stuck. I don't know. I might have to try it again. Who knows? But for right now, we're just going to do everything by hand, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take a medium-sized yellow onion, and I'm going to basically do the same thing. I'm going to get the skin up off that bad boy, and then we're going to go ahead and start chopping that up as, kind of dicing it. That's the consistency we're looking for. Diced. Because it's not going to be too big because we're putting it into an egg roll. I think the only thing that I would add that I didn't add would be like a little bit of mozzarella, or maybe like a little bit of Colby Jack cheese, just to make it really, really cheesy and just delicious. But honestly, this was so good with just the basic ingredients. So you guys can really take it and run with it and add your own and do your own thing. So once I go ahead and get all of this diced up, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and throw that into my bowl with the green bell pepper. And then I'm going to take it over to my big pot on the stove with some vegetable oil in it. And we're going to go ahead and get these cooked down just a bit. I also have some minced garlic, some pre-minced garlic, because, garlic is one of those things where it doesn't take that long to break it down. But if I could have a little minced garlic, I will use that. It's nothing like fresh though. But for this recipe, not too much on the fresh. It's not that big of a deal to me. So I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and add in the onion and the green bell pepper, and then kind of get that cooking and going and tasting real good. I'm going to use ground turkey for my meal. You can use whatever meat you want. If you want to use ground beef, that's fine. If you want to use like ground chuck, that would be good too. I'm going to use ground turkey because that's predominantly what I use when I'm in the kitchen. And this was 4 pounds of ground turkey. You can adjust it for however many you're feeding. This would really be good for any sort of party or anything because it's handheld. You can make a quick little dipping sauce, or you could just, it's a good little handheld snacky, or meal. You can make this into a meal. So I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to add my seasonings, which was garlic powder. I accidentally added too much. Not too much on me, okay? I thought the top was on that and it wasn't. So I'm going to do garlic powder. I used a little bit of like cheeseburger seasoning, and then I add some minced garlic here, like I said, and I'm just trying to get all this incorporated with my little masher tool, okay? Get all of the minced garlic I have out left. I love me some garlic, y'all. Garlic and onion are in everything that I cook. If you don't like garlic and onion, I don't know what to tell you, baby. But every time I make a video, usually it's got some garlic and some onion somewhere in there. okay, unless I'm just absolutely out, which I try to always keep it on hand. So I'm using salsa con queso cheese sauce. You guys can use whatever you want. You can make your own cheese sauce. You can just add some shredded cheese into here, and that will make it really good. But the idea is to make it into like a cheesy type filling for the cheeseburger egg rolls. Now, like I said, the only thing that I did not add, that I didn't have on hand this day, was shredded cheese. And I think some freshly shredded, sharp cheddar cheese or some mozzarella or a mixture of both would go super, super fire in this. Like, yes. So I ended up adding 2 medium jars or regular size jars of the cheese sauce, but I didn't want it to be super, super, super like saucy because it would not have worked well with the egg roll wraps. So I didn't show you guys how to fold an egg roll, but if you guys need to figure that out, look it up on TikTok, okay? Drop them into some oil until they're golden brown and just looking very crispy and delicious. It doesn't take long at all to make these. And then they're done, y'all. And this is the final product. Like I said, nice and cheesy, amazing and delicious. This is definitely a fan favorite. I will see y'all in the next video.